How's it going? How's it going? Let's get it in. Let's get it in. All right. Ooh, let me get my laptop out. I almost forgot my laptop, guys. Gotta have the laptop, right? Let's see if it's got a charge though. Hey, what's up, Tyler? What's up, Mark?
What's up?
Let me go get my stand for the laptop. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna plug it in. All right. Be in it. So win it. What's up, Tom? Slapbox. Why are we already starting trouble in the chat? What is going on? Why are we slapboxing? Also, I feel like I got all of y'all any day of the week. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. All right. Well, that kicks on. We're gonna get our first set in, get warmed up. They didn't have Fairlife tonight, so we're gonna go with a half gallon of regular whole milk. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Doesn't feel right, guys. Doesn't feel right. No. Doesn't feel right. All right, let's get the chat pulled up. That didn't feel bad though. My core is a little sore today. Probably from those that core work we did the hamstring yesterday. All right, here we go. We are in it. We are in it. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There's my chat. All right, let's mount some weight, guys. I had a pretty good dinner. I had some steak and some homemade flatbread. Top tier. Have a good one, Tyler. Wednesday, Tom, will be our next PR attempt. Wednesday. We do our PR attempts on Wednesday. We said we're going to do heavy triceps between now and then, and we're going to go for Wednesday fully prepped for it. These are gym clothes. What do you mean? Plans for Father's Day? Not much. Coffee. Chill out. I don't do too much. These are gym clothes, Kyle. I don't know what your problem is.
Cross your legs, cross your feet.
If you can wear it to the gym, it's gym clothes.
Too easy? Let's just try it. Go up one more. Go up. Make it lighter. Maybe I can shoot it off. Try it now.
Ugh.
There you go. Got your feet.
How's it going? How's it going, Callie? All right, that was 225 for 3. That was our second warm-up set. We're gonna go.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Let's go. We'll do a slow climb. Let's do a slow climb tonight. Let me fix my camera angle though. I'm actually gonna flip the camera, guys. Hold on. There we go. Much better camera quality on this end, right? All right. Boom.
That was 2. That was 2. Boom. Make sure you got these on.
Sad for you, Mark. Sad for you. All right. Pull the socks up and keep it moving.
Slowly up, slowly up, slowly up, slowly up. Try and lighten your knees.
Let's get it in.
Lighten your knees.
All right, 245. Nothing heavy yet. Still warming up. Yep. Why the other so I feel like this camera angle is better because you can see all the weight, whereas the other one you can't see what's on the side.
One more, come on. You can go up, you can go up, you can go up, you can go up.
I mean, we can make slight adjustment. Hold on. Let's go. What about like that? What do you think? What about that? Pretty solid? I'm gonna go with this pretty solid. Oh. We got started a little bit earlier tonight than I thought we would, which is good sometimes. It's good sometimes. All right, we're gonna add another 20 pounds to this. Add another 20 pounds to this. Grab it for a single. Look, I can't move it again, all right? There we go. We'll adjust it over time, all right? Let me get a couple of sets in. Let me get a couple of sets in first. All right. What single, maybe a double, and then we'll climb it again. Oh, I'll tell you, my core is definitely a little tight today from all those toe taps yesterday. Let me grab another 45. As you guys know, the ones with the holes in them are actually a little heavier than 45. It'll make it longer.
Where did I start at? Let me ask you. Put it where I started and start there. How many are you gonna do? 6. Yeah, 6. How many?
I did not almost lose my toe. My toe is very much fine, all right? I'm too quick for that. Reaction time, top tier, all right? reaction time chops. You're also my feet. It take at least 100-pound plate to break my toes. All right. We're not gonna test it, but I'm assuming. All right. I think the worst I've ever done is I dropped a 50-pound or 40-pound slam ball on my foot one time. Didn't feel great. Didn't feel terrible.
Make sure you touch your feet.
All right. All right, 315, nice and easy, nothing heavy, nothing heavy. Yep.
Come on, slow. I do 3 right now. Well, here, let me get this first. I'm gonna hit my 3 and then I'm gonna shoot.
A huge mustache. I'm gonna keep it trimmed probably. Maybe I'll do the handlebars. What y'all think? I have some bench press tips on my channel. Check out my Coach Chris playlist. That's where you can find my bench press tips at. What's up, Eric?
What's it? Yeah.
We're gonna add more weight. We're gonna add more weight. How's it going, Katrina? I believe it, Mark. Sounds like a fake dumbbell to me. Pig mache dumbbell is what it is, right?
Has to be. You should be like 20 max.
All right, we got 335, 335 on here. We're gonna hit this real quick. For 5 reps.
Yeah, massively better evolution. How many pull-ups can you do only strictly like 4?
Oh Lord.
All your fingers. How much?
Pull-ups?
I've been lifting for 5 years.
2 feet in your day.
Huge powder, hundreds of pounds of work. Yeah, no, I would bet you got some time off work. This sounds terrible. Sounds like an awful time. This is just 335. It's just 335 at the moment.
Yeah, you got that.
Nothing extreme yet.
We're gonna move back here.
All right, let's grab it. 335 for 1.
Keep a lot of tissue on your back.
Mark, I'm gonna leave it alone. But it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Pretty good. Hey, we can't go any.
We all are aware that Bryn is my coach, all right? Bryn is the coach. Bryn has a 550-pound bicep curl, PR. So I don't think Bryn's in here right now, though. Shoulders is going to be helpful, yes, on the bench, of course. 100%.
Yeah, that's
bigger, buddy.
I mean, it's not like we can go any.
$45. 345 is next. 345.
No, I don't think I'm there yet.
We're doing a row. It's like.
You know, Mark, I feel like it'd be a great thing for you to do a tutorial and maybe even like a short. Maybe you could do like a YouTube short and demo the 405 for 5 for me and just post it publicly so I could watch it a few times.
Yeah.
Whenever you get well, I know you're busy, but whenever you get the chance to get that posted up for me, let me know. I'd love to try and mirror it. I feel you, Mark. Yeah, I get it sometimes. Yeah, it happens. I don't usually carry a spider with me, Harry. What's up, Jamal? I believe you, Tim. I believe you saw him do it. I would double check that it wasn't AI, though, just to be fair. AI bench press. That's the new thing. Like paper mache machines. Oh. Jamal, no joke. I've had a lot of people tell me they've been getting like a like a 24-hour stomach thing recently. Like a lot of people, like in the Columbia area, saying they've been getting like a 24-hour stomach bug. So you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Yeah, I think it's just something going around here right now. I've managed to avoid it so far. I'm hoping I don't get it, but I think I've avoided it for the most part. So.
Feet closer. I was wrong. Feet closer. Like forward. Closer forward.
A new camera, Mark, so you can do your 405 bench for 5.
Keep them going apart.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's grab it.
There you go. Head up. Try and keep this further than most things upwards. Switching hands. Same with that hand.
All right, 345. Let's go. Woo! Felt good. So there's been a lot of recalls recently, Jamal, on like beef and some other products. I think I can't remember what it all was. There was a few different like beef recalls and stuff recently. I don't know if it's something they just didn't catch, but
You got it? Yeah.
I tell you, if it was a beef problem, I would know because I eat a lot of red meat. So they were here last night, Mark. They usually stop in like periodically throughout the night. Jay was in here last night. Why? What's wrong with these? These are lifting pants. These are lifting pants. Anything you wear into the gym is gym clothes. All right. All right, we're gonna do a 350. I think we're gonna top out tonight at 350. No PR attempts until next Wednesday. We're gonna do a 350 piece. What's up, Mossberg? How's it going? See, you summoned them, Mark. All right, just a quick 350 piece, and then we grab a little bit of milk. So this is 8 servings, by the way. Let's check the calories compared on the 2 real quick while I rest. No, we're just waiting till Wednesday purposefully this time, Mark, because I've been doing the heavier triceps to try and get over that little bit of I wouldn't call it a hump. It's not been that long, but trying to hit that PR. We've been trying for the last few weeks. So solid, Mossberg, doing solid. Let's do the macros on this real quick. I forget how much a half gallon macros. It's been a while since I've set a half gallon of milk with me. Always take the Fairlife now, so. About 1,200 calories we're gonna take in milk during this workout tonight. So a little bit more than our Fairlife by about 300 calories. So about 300 more calories than our Fairlife. It should be, what, 8 grams of protein? 8 grams of protein, it should be 8 servings. But 64 grams of protein. So about 16 grams of protein lower than our Fairlife, but about 300 more calories. So that shows you the difference in the two. It's just normal whole milk. Just normal whole milk.
We're gonna go up on that. I can't do one.
Well, normally, Cowboy, it's 900 with the Fairlife, to be fair. So it's not that much more than usual. Very hydrating as well, which is top tier, you know. And this has more sugar in it, more natural sugar. So we don't have to pair it with like a fruit. So that's actually one perk to this, is that those extra calories mostly come from sugar, a little bit from pretty much all sugar. With that extra sugar, we don't actually need to have a fruit with our workout. We're just going to use the whole milk today. So I'd rather have the milk than the burger, personally. Burger sounds good though. 350, 350.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see I'm better at dips this year. I see better at dips.
Yeah, I don't do any artificial sweeteners, Jamal, either. It's just, it's not good for you. You're 100% accurate with that one.
That's it.
Never got into almond milk though. I just don't like the taste of it. There's not a lot of protein in almond
Just
milk.
one. One that you can't do no more.
Oh, no way, Mark. It's like I had the camera angle set up to see them and now it's not. It's crazy how that works.
No, real quick. Another one.
Fried egg on top is a top tier item for, so if you guys have never had a fried egg on your burger, that is a great experience. There's something about the yolk and the bread meat, just like all the cow pieces put together, you know, and then the egg, the chicken, just to finish off the farm, you know what I'm saying?
Right there. Cross your legs. Head up.
Oh.
Man.
It's gotta be cheddar cheese. It's gotta be cheddar cheese. Oh, by the way, there's a new thing YouTube's doing, by the way. For those of you that like to do the super chat, there's a new thing that they're doing on YouTube now. You can do GIFs or something. I can't remember what it's called. But it actually is supposed to put an emoji on the screen. I don't know how it works yet. I turned it on. I don't know what it does or if I'll even be able to see it. But supposedly it puts like something on the screen. I'm not in control of it. I don't know how it works. But it's new. I just got access to it, so that's pretty cool. A little bit more interactive, I feel like. You know, you get something cool. Some of them look pretty. I can't make custom ones. I want to make custom ones. So once I get the opportunity to make a custom one, I'll get Brittany to make one for us. I need a big ooh-wee and maybe a glass of milk pouring out or something. It'd be pretty awesome.
Show you something to go down. No, you got it. Push. You guys say. One more over 6. Oh, down the way.
Lord.
Here, put it to like one.
I'll say that I don't eat a lot of burgers though. Ooh, I don't eat a lot of burgers though.
Let me see something.
One egg? Yeah.
It's rare that I eat a burger. I do a burger maybe once a month. It's rare. And it's always homemade, always homemade. Oh look, Care is back. Care is back. Welcome back to the stream.
That's very cool.
We're actually on our drop sets now, Care. I've got your all-time deadlift PR plus a plate on this right now. So
So 3 on each end?
yeah, anytime I do a burger as well, it has to be super lean. I do like a 92 or better. So. Oh.
Further forward. Now come up.
Nope. Nope, just me, Care. I do what I want. Welcome to the stream.
We'll try that next time you're over.
I do not eat well done steak. I mean,
Mind out of
if a steak is accidentally well done, like if someone leaves it on too long, like if you're, you know, I'm not super concerned about it. I'll still eat it. But if I order a steak from like a restaurant, it's always gonna be mid-rare. Yeah, pork no good. I agree on that as well.
Are we actually serious? Yeah.
I just want mid-rare. I want it to be mid-rare. Like, I want to have like a red center, but I don't want it to be like. I can do a rare steak too. Between rare and mid-rare is fine for me. Like a sear on both sides, I can eat that just fine. But I don't want it to be cold in the middle. I don't like cold steak. So it's not a textural issue or anything for me. It's just I don't want cold steak. Mid-rare is top tier. You've got the right amount of juiciness with the steak. It's tender still. It's not jerky, but you don't have that very squishy, like soft center. You know? Those sounds like, why would I belt up for bench Care? That's a terrible idea. What is that? Are you benching that? If number one, in training, if you're belt benching, if you're benching with a belt on, you need to work on your ability to keep your core like braced properly. Like, that's crazy work. I've never heard anybody tell me I need a belt up for the bench. I've seen people do it, but it's silly. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is 315 on the bar right now. Little T. We don't do music during the workout. We don't do music during the workout. All right. 315 is easy work, Care. We did 350 tonight. We did 350 with no problem tonight. So let's do a Larson press for the giggles. What's up, keep it real? Yeah, also chalk is an odd choice on bench. What are you chalking? The bar, you said? Why would I chalk the bench bar? If you're having, look, there's no amount of chalk that's gonna save you from the bar rolling out of your hands on a bench, okay? That's not what chalk does. It doesn't act as like a brake in your palm. It's just to improve your grip. And if your grip is that poor on the bench, I'm sorry, you need to get off the bench and work on your grip first. These are my lifting clothes. What do you mean? That's what I'm saying, Tim. If you are not able to keep the bar in your hands, your grip is so poor that you can't keep a bar from rolling out of your hands, and you decided to chalk it for some reason, which I still don't think is going to help very much, if at all. You need to work on your grip strength, because it doesn't require that much grip strength to put a bar here, right? Now he's upset that I've called him out on his bowl. No, little T, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. What's your bench, little T? I happen to know a lot, Care. I do. I am certified. I am a certified trainer. I have a nutrition certification, and I have a glute specialist certification. I've got a coaching certification. All right, so little T, hear me out. I benched 365, and I've done it in clothes like this. I don't think I'm restricting myself. 255 solid. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with it. But it's the pants, little T, I'm telling you. There's actually certifying agencies. So if you want to work for a big box gym, you need to be certified. You need to have a personal training certification. Even when I was managing a big gym, and I'm more talking to C, not Care. So exactly, Jamal. Yeah. So hear me out. So even when I was managing a gym, this is when I first realized how odd the setup was. In order for that gym to insure the trainer, they had to have accreditation through a certification. You could have a degree in kinesiology, exercise science, whatever you want, right? You could even have I don't know, you have a doctorate in something. But unless you have that certification, they won't insure you. As far as the gym setting for personal training, you have to have an accredited personal training certificate. Whenever I would hire someone that had a degree from a college, I had to unfortunately inform them, although I count that in much higher regard, I had to inform them, you still have to go and get your personal training certificate in order for me to keep you on past like 90 days, right? So they had 90 days or 6 months or something, can't remember what it was, 90 days or 6 months to get certified, even though they had kinesiology degrees, exercise science, coaching, like any kind of sports, medicine, anything, they had to still get certified. So if you guys are trying to become personal trainers, just keep that in mind, that if you have a degree and you want to be a personal trainer, it's still a good idea, and almost all gyms are going to require you to get a certification from like NASM, ACE, ISSA, one of those certifying agencies. But depends on who you go through. Some of them can take as much as 6 months. It just depends on how much you know, just how much you know. If you're already pretty well versed, you can get it done in a few weeks, sure. It's not super difficult to get. A little bit more than $400 too. I wish it was $400. Man, I've spent way too much money on certifications. We're doing pauses and it's powerlifting specific here, Don. We do a lot of singles, doubles, triples. I'm a competitive powerlifter, so I gotta stay within my routine. 2 to 3 minutes is typical, Don, but it ranges. It ranges. Mind you guys, we've already gone all the way to 350 and dropped. We did 135, 225, 245, 65, 315, 320, 335, 345, 350, and we're back down to 315. So 9 separate weights, right? And we're only 36 minutes in. So my rest time is not that bad. It's just people's attention spans are that bad. $5,000 calories, 300 grams of protein a day. So Tim, I will tell you right now, I probably won't take any more certification courses anytime soon, because the only reason it's necessary, it's good to have initially, like those first few certifications, so people know you know what you're talking about to some extent. But after you've established yourself in the industry, unless you're working for a big box gym, there's not really a necessity behind having it. At that point, it becomes more your word of mouth, your experience, and the results that get people signing up with you. If you're gonna go work for a commercial gym like not Planet Fitness, I don't even know if Planet Fitness has coaches, kind of. But if you're gonna go work for like an LA Fitness or 24 or something along those lines, right? A Move, one of those, you're gonna need it. That's the only time it's really gonna come in handy. So I weigh 180, we'll say 183 right now. But as far as like, other than that, it's not necessary. There's no requirement in the state I'm in. Some states may be different, some countries are different, but there's no requirement in the state of South Carolina to have a certification to train people. I got it because I wanted to go to school and do it the right way. That's the reason I went and got the certification. It was personal preference of having it. I could have just went and trained and not have one. But if I want to get in with a big gym, I would have needed one as well. So. All right, let's grab another rep. So it's all preference, it's all preference. And I'll tell you what, actually some of the best strength trainers I've ever met, I've ever worked with, and some of the best weight loss coaches I've ever worked with were uncertified. Take that however you want. Just know that they were uncertified. They learned through doing, not through a book. And they learned through experience and years of doing it. And they're really good at their craft. They got certified later because they had to work where they were working, but they came into those gyms uncertified with experience and well-established clientele. So it's not everything. It's more for insurance purposes. No, most of my clients are in person, Tim. I meet my clients in person. It's a better way to train. It's a better way to train. I like meeting with my clientele in person. I would say 99% of the people I've trained were in person. At my peak, when I was doing this, was a year ago, when I had the most availability open, I was meeting with as many as, I want to say at once I was training 40 people a week consistently for 6-month programs, 3 to 6 month programs. So I had about 40 clients going at one time. That was the most I've ever kept as a clientele in one period of time. Mind you, I had a lot more free time then. So I have peeled that back purposefully. But I was also newer to it then, you know. It wasn't new, but it was like, that was all I was doing, you know. So we're gonna do curls, we're gonna do shoulders. We're gonna do one more rep of the 315. So, but I've trained, I mean, over the past 3 years, I've trained 100 to 150 different people, you know. Some of them, they come in, they just have like a short-term goal, they wanna lose 10 pounds, or some of them come in, they wanna get ready for their wedding. They train for 2 to 3 weeks, a month, 3 months, some 6 months. I've had ones that trained with me for 2 years. I have one that's been going with me now for almost 3 years. Different goals at different times. So, but I've trained a lot of people. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Meet a lot of cool people. Not if you, I mean, if you're doing it like I'm doing it, Mark, yes. But if you're doing it for a big box gym, they're usually like a W-2. You just get like a commission per session when you're working for a big box gym. So, all right, one more rep here. One more rep here. But yeah, if you're doing your own thing, like I have my own fitness business. I train solely under my name now. Hey, I appreciate it. Awesome. Straight to the milk fund. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I know I'm natural. So, yeah, if you're doing it like I do it now, you do have to do your own taxes. So, it's not hard to do. Yep. Woo-wee! Appreciate that, Kid Yoshi. Appreciate that. I've had this for a while. I just changed the pants. We were doing the khakis. Problem is that tape that was on the bench got stuck to the khakis so many times that it started to stain them. So the leg had like that duct tape residue all in it. So I got rid of those khakis. I'm gonna get some new ones. I got rid of 2 pairs. I got on 2 pairs. So I got rid of those 2 pairs of khakis. We get new ones. But I always have extra. I used to work in luxury automotive sales like a long time ago, and they required nicer clothing for the most part. So I have an army of nice clothing that sit around. Shirts though, not so much. The pants don't fit. All of them don't fit anymore, and the shirts don't all fit anymore. So I had to get new shirts, but. No, never again, Yoshi, never again. I didn't like doing that. That was not my favorite thing to do, I'll tell you that right now. I wasn't a fan of selling cars. I was a mechanic, and then I went to car sales, so. I didn't like working on cars either, to be fair. All right, we did dumbbells yesterday, right? What did we do yesterday? Or did we do cable? We're gonna do preacher curls tonight. Preacher curls tonight. Ooh. But I didn't like doing sales, so what wasn't my favorite thing in the world. So it didn't quite work that way where I was working, Mark. Most of our business was done via appointment. When you're on the luxury side for like BMW, I worked for Cadillac. Most of it was appointment based. You didn't have the same attitude towards it because people, came in. They wanted a different experience than they got at some of the more like economy type car dealerships. So. Yeah, I mean, you come in and there'd be like fresh burgers, bagels. They have like cappuccino and like latte machines. Yeah, there's a couple people here tonight. They had like a latte machine, and it was a pretty nice setup. We sold like golfing gear in the waiting room. So the good thing was, Tim, you didn't have to do much of that with the BMWs. They kind of already knew what they wanted when they got there. It was just a matter of making it make sense to them. Yeah. Hey, welcome back. But yeah. Nah, the shirt's gonna be okay. So I thought it'd be funny. I went in the closet and I grabbed my old sports coat and an old button-up shirt. Really nice ones, by the way, really nice ones. And I had them still in the closet, not put away. Always keep one out, ready to go, right? And just in case I have an event I got to go to or something, I don't want to have to dig it out and iron it and all that other stuff. So grabbed it out of the closet, went to go put it on, didn't fit. I couldn't get my arms out of like this position here. They were stuck. It no longer fits. I was very sad. Gave it to my son. I was like, hey, here's a sports coat and a shirt. Enjoy. No. I sleep in the gym. I sleep in the gym. Sleep in the gym. Right underneath the dumbbell rack. My alarm clock is whenever someone drops one on me. It's a great feeling, Yoshi. It's a great feeling. I actually had to have help getting the button up back off. I managed to almost get it on. I had to have help getting it back off. It was very tight. Yeah. Woo-wee! Well, I don't wear them very much anymore. So not super big issue. I got to get a new sports coat and a new button up, and a new pair of pants. That was like I kept one for like everything I need to do. If there was like a wedding I was going to or a more formal event, I was like, I would keep one nice. Everything else is gym clothes, right? So it's like I'll keep one nice outfit just in case, just in case. And everything else is gym clothes that I own. So now I'm gonna go replace it. I'm sure everybody was, I would change the tie though, right? I would change the tie. That way it didn't look the same every time. You have 9 outfits if you have 9 ties. You know what I'm saying? A tie changes the whole thing. I don't go to the club, Mark. I've never been to the club. There you go. Not my gig. There you go. Yep. This is the only club I'm going to, is the gym. All right. I don't go to bars. I don't go to clubs. I come to the gym and work out. That's what I do. It's Saturday. It's 10:50 Saturday night. This is what I'm doing. It's not changing. Lord. This lens is a little bit different. I switched from a rear facing to a front facing cam when I moved over here. Because I didn't want to bring the laptop with me, but I need to be able to read chat. Yeah, I don't drink. Just shots of pre-workout for me, right? I don't think that's helping your case, Mark. Yeah, I got a wide lens now to make me look bigger. That's how I consistently get bigger every time you guys see me on stream. Is I just get new lenses, right? New lenses every stream. When I start cutting, it'll be easy. I'll just take the old lenses back off. All right. All right, 210, 210. It's full brick, full brick. That's what I meant to say, sorry. Woo-wee, let's go. Yeah. That doesn't get any easier, guys. God dang. We're gonna get one more of those. Give me a second. Yeah, that's easy, cheese. That's easy. What's up, Alex? Lifting things. All right. Another single here. And then maybe another single, probably 2 more singles here. And then we've got to do heavy tricep. We've got tricep shoulders still. We got tricep shoulders. Hey, I appreciate it. New clothes fund, I appreciate it. Maybe coming up, maybe next week, next Sunday, we'll do a clothes shopping stream. I do have to get a new shirt. I gotta get a new, probably a shirt, a pair of pants, and probably 2 shirts. I need 2 shirts. I got rid of two tops, like shirt top items, like a sports coat and a button up. So maybe I'll take it with me, not this Sunday, but like the next Sunday after that. Go pick something out. This is prime season to get sports coats. If you guys are ever in the market for like formal type dress clothes, summer's the season. It's always the best deals on that stuff in summer. So, because everybody buys that stuff during the winter, the sports coats. You can get sports coats and all those jackets and stuff, a lot better price during the summer. I'll probably have to, Yoshi. Before it wasn't a problem. I didn't get any bigger before. Now I run into a problem if I get bigger consistently. So like I buy a large shirt now, but I'm having to look at extra larges as an option now. So I'm the same way, Alex. I will buy something and keep it until it's no longer, usable. I keep my stuff kind of nice though. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like with my dress clothes, I don't wear it super often anymore. So the only time I wear this stuff is like if I have like something specific I have to go to, or once in a blue moon on stream. But usually if I'm wearing it during the day, I'll leave it on for the stream. That's why I end up wearing it in the stream. Normally I'm wearing gym clothes all the time. Gym clothes or pajamas. Like that's it for me typically. All right, another rep here, guys. Yeah. Yeah, so I wear very comfortable clothing. Honestly, if I'm at like the grocery store, I'm in slippers. Like, unless I have something to do, I'm in slippers and pajamas. All right, I'll go to the grocery store in pajamas and slippers in a heartbeat. Ugh. I like my beard. My wife likes my beard, so I'm doing okay, I suppose. All right, let's grab it. One more rep. All right. The beard has come back in pretty nice, though. I'm a big fan of it. It's grown in real nice since we did that shave, like, what was it, like 2 months ago? How's it going, gymnastics? All right, we got triceps next. We get some decent cold weather here towards like the end of December and through like the beginning of February, but I do that on purpose, Mark. I keep it trimmed on purpose. If I let it, it would, yes. I trim it here, and across the top on purpose. So I keep it. I'm being 100% serious. It does. You can even see, like, this is where it attaches right here. You can kind of see I haven't completely trimmed it in a couple days, so it does attach and drop down. I purposefully leave it or cut it or trim it around the edges. It's how my wife likes it, so that's what I do. It's how my wife likes it, so that's what I do. Oh, I do have to get a haircut soon. So that's the thing that we'll be doing. Probably next week, I'll be getting a haircut. Probably next week. Get a mohawk? I don't think I'm doing that. Nope, not doing that either. No broccoli, no mohawk. It's not happening. I do like one cut a month, typically. One cut a month is the typical for me. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, good. Get the Ron Weasley. I'm all good on that. I usually go to sports clips. Personally. I think it's like $40. right, let's go ropes now. Let's go ropes now for our last set. I'm not clean shaving everything. It's not happening. Promise. That's for bodybuilders, all right? And just keep the mustache. No, Mark, I don't think I'm doing that. The wife wouldn't like that too much. I usually take the wife's input on the facial hair and like situation, you know? I don't have to see it generally, right? I don't see my face on a daily basis. The wife does. So the wife likes the beard. She likes the full beard. So oh Lord. I'm gonna do one more set. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. I believe you, gymnastics. I believe you. I feel like that's factual. I feel like that's factual. But we're not going to do it.
Have a good night, bro.
Have a good one, bud. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? You don't have to put on a lifting belt. And look, it's reversible. Isn't it great? Hold on. It's also, it's gray on the inside, so it matches the shirt. See that? Isn't that nice? I just went this direction tonight. I don't know why. What's up, Mason? It's a nice belt, yeah. Here, we'll swap it. We'll swap it. We'll go gray. You guys want to go the silver gray side to match the shirt? Hold on. We'll swap it over. It's like a whole new outfit now. It's like a whole new outfit now. We're making a costume change mid-set. All right, there we go. Boom. Look at that, isn't that nice? I've got a couple holes left on this belt. Yeah, the belt's fine. The belt's fine, right? I'm going to switch it back in a minute because it's not really meant to go with this shirt. It's meant to go with a shirt that matches the color on the belt. So it's a little off-colored, but... Yep. One more set. Oh. Oh. Better not switch it back. Why? Why not switch it back? Maybe I liked it the other way. I'm not going to be shaving again anytime soon. Why don't I drop the weight? It's the maximum. That's the most weight I can do, Scarface. That's the whole block. There's no more weight to put on it. What do you mean? Naps are always top tier, right? I don't like naps in the middle of the day, though. I feel groggy. That's the most of the block. There's no more weight to put on the block, so I don't know what you're asking me to do. Probably Ronnie, I'm gonna be honest. Probably Ronnie. Maybe Yoshi, maybe. Yeah. No, they're both great. That's not to disparage one or the other. But so the thing about it, Ronnie was a bodybuilder, but he was also really big on lifting heavy weight, right? I would definitely go C-Bum if that was an option, sure. But Ronnie's more of a heavy weight lifter, right? And that's what I like to do. So it makes more sense for me to lift with Ronnie, right? Whereas, Arnold was always, a lot of reps. I mean, he lifted heavy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't lift heavy. I'm just saying Ronnie, that was like his thing, He was a bodybuilder doing 600-pound squats, 800-pound squats. It is subjective, 100%. There is certain things that are better than others, but not everything works for everybody. And that's something so many people neglect to realize, right? What are we doing? I was supposed to do rows next, but I've already set up for shoulders, so we're going to do shoulders. All right. We're doing standing shoulder press today. Standing shoulder press today. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna go plate to kick off. Grab one plate for 7. I'm natural, so there you go. I'm natural, so there's at least one, right? There's at least one. Not everybody's on. Not everybody's on. You guys wanna know the harsh truth about it? The reason. Hey! I appreciate the gift. Thank you, rich guy. Thank you. And look, it does the little look at the little emoji. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. That's awesome. That's super cool. That's new. That's new. That rich guy's the first one to do those. That's super awesome. I think rich guy just found a new thing for. I appreciate it, rich guy. I've been lifting for 5 years. Lifting for 5 years. So it depends on your federation. So I'll give you an idea. There's like the APF and the AAPF. Rich guy's killing it. Rich guy's killing it. He loves that stuff. That's awesome. I appreciate it, rich guy. So there's the APF and the AAPF. That was the AAPF was the first federation I ever lifted with, right? American Powerlifting Federation, and then the Amateur American Powerlifting Federation, right? Smaller federation, but the APF was untested. The AAPF was tested, right? So if you were natural, you competed AAPF. If you were you could be natural and compete in the APF. I'm not saying you can't be, but generally, if you were natural, you're competing in the AAPF. Some are tested, some aren't. I compete in tested federations. Appreciate all the support, Rich Guy. I do. I curl your bench, Brendan, so there's that. We're gonna do a 225 and then a drop. He's still sending them. He's still sending them. 100%, 100%. I like the emojis. They're really cool, actually. I like the GIF thing. It's a lot cooler than the regular stuff. As far as like it gives you something with it. Rich Guy's trying to get me hurt. That's what he's trying to do. We will do it one day. I've just never practiced it. I need a spotter and I need to practice that, but I have not had the opportunity to do it. We will at one point make an attempt at it, I'm sure. Just not today. It will be a while. It'll be a while. It's not a weight issue, right? 135 is pressable. It's a balance issue. And no, the regular donation is awesome. I just like the fact that YouTube's doing something where it's like interactive. Does that make sense? I like it being interactive. Your bench is 135. Cute. It's a nice try, though. Appreciate it. Rich Guy. It's a cool feature. Rich Guy is killing it on the support, actually. That's awesome. I appreciate it, Rich Guy. All right, let's get back to our normally scheduled programs. Let's get back to our shoulder presses. We're gonna have to readjust now. Yeah, it's big support. They're in the same area. They're called GIFs, Mossberg. They're called GIFs. They're new. They're brand new. This is like the first time I've been able to use them. I think they just released. Yeah. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. It should be. Hold on, let me look. I'll let you guys know. I'm new to it too, guys. Let me take a look. You guys like my fold? You guys have seen the foldy laptop, right? Yeah, it should be under the same thing. I'm not sure. take a look. So it should be like a little $sign, and then it should say you know, I don't see it either. Let me see. I don't think you can do it on PC. I think you can only do it on the phones. I'm not sure. I'll take a look at it. I'll let you guys know. I'll figure out how exactly it works. But it's usually like a little shopping bag at the bottom of your phone. I have one. Hold on. Let me look. Or not a shop, like a $sign, I think. I don't know. I'll look at it. I'm new to this stuff. I'm new to it as well. So, Rich Guy knows how to do it. Rich Guy knows how to do it for sure. Rich Guy could tell us, but he's busy at the moment. Rich Guy, whenever you get the chance, can you explain the process for us? Rich Guy wants to keep all the fun to himself. He's trying to keep it all to himself. It's a little present box. It's a present box next to the money sign. Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, let's get this 225 attempt in. I don't know if we spent that energy, though. We might have spent that energy playing around with 135, I'm going to be honest. But we'll find out here in a second. We'll find out here in a second, won't we? I'm 5'11". All right, a little 225. It's gonna be a push press overhead. So Carriage run out of ways to hate, so he's moving on to false heights. I'm not sure exactly what that accomplishes. Even if I was 5'4", which I'm not, still bench more than Care, so doesn't make a difference. All right, let's get it. Yep. 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 Hey, appreciate the GG. Nice. Appreciate it, Brian Vlogs. Appreciate it. Whew. I curl your bench, Care. All right, we're gonna do a drop. We're gonna do a drop set. No PR attempts tonight. I've mentioned that. We're not doing any more PR attempts till Wednesday. Very specifically Wednesday. Y'all gotta wait a couple days for another PR attempt. Just a couple days. All right, there's our camera angle. Have a good one, Yoshi. I appreciate the support. Would I rather a birthday gift or a birthday dinner? A dinner, 100%. A dinner. Definitely a birthday dinner every single time. Oh. I don't do anything for 12 reps. And nothing goes over 7. Anything over 7 is considered cardio. It's powerlifting. I'm a powerlifter. So our sets that usually don't exceed 7, mostly doubles, singles, triples. 7s are usually our warm-up sets or our drop sets. Let's grab this. All right, phone is going off haywire for some reason. Usually it's a storm alert whenever I'm getting buzzed, but I don't think it's a storm alert right now. All right, let's get it. Yeah. We definitely could hit 60s for 12, to be fair. Strength is always going to be a focus, yes. But, you know, strength and muscle comes together. So, strength and muscle are a pair. Appreciate it, Brian. Kara's trying real hard to find something I'm doing wrong. Good thing is I'm not doing anything wrong. What's up, David? No one cares what you think. I like it. It's pretty good. I got called a who? What? Who called me? No, you're good, rich guy. What's up? What happened? What happened? I'm doing okay, Big O, I promise. It's the same 2 from the other night. It's the same 2 from the other night, by the way. Hold on, there you go. Alrighty. Rich guy. Don't do that. Don't do that, rich guy. I don't want to have to mute you in the Discord, man. All right, we're about to do some rows. Strength is always going to be the primary item. It did work, rich guy. It did. You are correct. It worked. All right, we got rows. We got rows. Look, losing a 10 millimeter socket is like a rite of passage for owning tools, okay? You have to do it at least once. What's up, Nicholas? We all have those intrusive thoughts from time to time. I understand it, trust me. You can't let the intrusive thoughts win. You can't let the intrusive thoughts win. Let's adjust that angle a little bit. Rich guy, he's one of our OGs. He's one of our OGs. We use freedom units here. Freedom units. August is our next comp, yes. How's it going? How's it going, Gonzalez? Lord, 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 Lord. All right, let's grab this. I'm pretty good at Wordle, actually. I'm pretty good at Wordle. I found out recently. I don't know about the rich guy. Did you look? Did you look at today's Wordle in the Discord? You got smoked today. That's all I'm saying. Home. I was at home and now I'm at the gym. This is my lifting pants. That's rough. Broken leg's no good. We do a full body, upper and lower body, 6 days a week. Look at the Bulgarian method. Bulgarian method. It works. It's effective. It's not easy, but it's effective. Is it the tuck shirt, David? Very comfortable shoes for training, yes. No. I'm gonna do it at some point, rich guy. It's just not gonna be anytime soon. It'll probably be after we compete. Anything like that is a high risk challenge, very high risk, especially the first couple times you do it. It'll be after competition for sure. So. All right, let's grab like 3 reps here, and then we'll move on to the next thing. And totally. All right, we got to squat now. From time to time, Don. From time to time, we do pendulum rows. David's adding specifics to it. David's adding some specifics to it. Hey, I appreciate it, Brian. Appreciate the support, guys. I'm doing okay, Brendan. I'm doing okay. Look up the Bulgarian method. It's a pretty it's a pretty well researched program, or tried, true, tested. That's what I'm looking for. Never do a set of 12. Never do a set of 12. Two very different, very different goals in mind here. In 5 years, I've added close to 300 pounds to my bench. So in 5 years, I've added almost 300 pounds to my bench press. So I don't think what I'm doing is working, is what I'm trying to say. I have a double body weight bench press. I'm doing okay, I promise. I don't think Bryn's here at the moment. I haven't seen Bryn. All right. I'm doing okay, Brendan. I promise. Promise. My bench is 365 right now, Brendan. You said yours was what? Didn't we just discuss this? Wasn't yours 135? Very easily, Big O. Very easily. Squat time, yes. Brendan, my lifts are heavier than yours. What are you talking about? Your bench is 135, Brendan. You don't have the experience to make those determinations, and neither does Big O. Oh, I'm sorry to tell you. CrossFit, we don't do CrossFit here, no. None of that silliness. Going well, Ryan. It's going well. Brendan, I've only been training for 5 years. I was 117 pounds 5 years ago. I'm now 181 to 183 pounds. My bench went from 75 pounds to 365 pounds, and my total went from around 400 pounds to over almost 1,300 pounds. It's like 1,240 right now. So no, I didn't train anything when I was younger, Brendan. I just know what I'm doing. Yeah, the Bulgarian method, it's very similar, very similar. Well, you do it twice a day. So it's twice a day, 7 days a week is the Bulgarian traditional. It's high It's low volume for each workout, but high weekly volume. Does that make sense? And heavy weight. 490 is my deadlift currently. So, well, Brendan, I believe Brendan's like probably a child, I imagine. Probably a child. He doesn't seem to know much about what he's talking about. So I tried to be nice earlier. But you're a trainer that benches 135. What do you train? I'm a professional trainer. I do it for a living, Brendan. Trained hundreds of people. Hundreds of people. I'm a certified trainer, certified nutritionist. I've been doing it for years, several years. Crazy work. God, everybody's a trainer now. Everybody's a trainer now. Everybody's a trainer now. Strength comes from the milk, 100%. Milk's top tier. No vegan here, no vegan here. Not me personally. If you want to be vegan, that's on you, but it's not my thing. That's solid work, Don Juan. 225 of 17 is good stuff. All right. Yeah, some trolls just ain't good at it. If you're gonna troll, at least be good at it. If you're gonna troll, at least be good at it. If you're gonna give advice, you've got to at least know what you're talking about to some extent, right? Come on. You gotta know the basics at least. At least know the basics. Crazy work. Crazy work. Like, there's a difference between being certified to train and being a trainer, mind you. So there is a difference. It is definitely a really efficient way, Brendan. Very efficient way to gain muscle. I'm a professional strength trainer. Professional strength trainer, Brendan. Hold on. No, I'm very short. Very short, I promise. Oh, we got one more rep here. One more rep here. Oh. We're going to go down to the tank top, though. We're going to go down to the tank top real quick. Didn't I just do like circus tricks with your bench, Brendan? Didn't I just do circus tricks with your bench? I remember correctly. We just did that a minute ago. You know what that requires? Muscle. Crazy work. Crazy work. Physique's doing good. We're doing great physique-wise. So Bulk's going good. Bulk's going good, of course. So. Smoothies. Smoothies are a calorie for sure. They're an easy way to get calories in. A lot of sugar if you're adding a lot of fruit. So. Ugh. 5'11", 5'11". So your bench isn't 135. What's your bench? What's your bench, Brennan? You're an accredited trainer. That's okay. Yeah, so am I. I've been an accredited trainer for like 5 years now. 4 years now. Do you have anybody that actually shows up to work with you? And yes, I would tell someone to get on the bench and do maybe not a set of 4, a set of 3. I like threes. Threes are top tier. 1s, 2s, 3s, 7s. It is a great rep range. It is a great rep range. If you haven't figured that part out yet, you probably need to go back and do some more research and maybe go back to school a little bit. You can do 12s. It's 2 different goals. 2 different goals. I don't think you understand how this works. Yeah, high rep is going to be a higher calorie burn. I mean, you'll definitely still put on strength and muscle with high rep. You're just not going to put on strength as quickly. Brendan, I'm done engaging with you. Hypertrophy exists. Yes, I agree. Hypertrophy exists. That was never part of the debate. But if you want to put on strength, get stronger, and put on muscle, my rep ranges work very well. That's what we're talking about here. Don't switch it up now that you're being called out. That was my original assertion, and you didn't like it. So we're gonna do a drop set on that here in a second. I'm just checking something. We'll call him the milkman for nothing. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm literally Powerlifter Chris. Like that's my whole handle, right? That's my thing. If you haven't figured out that this is a powerlifting channel by now, you're not paying much attention. I appreciate it, Mitch. They were out of Fairlife today. They didn't have any whole milk Fairlife, so I grabbed just a regular whole milk. Fairlife is lactose free. I can't recommend it directly, but I drink Fairlife. I get about 300 grams of protein a day personally. 300 grams of protein a day personally. They were, yeah, Ben. I was very sad. I was very sad. They had the 2%, but I wasn't going to do the 2%. I wanted the fat. I'm waiting on a sponsorship from Fairlife. Look, guys, I'm waiting on it. See you, Brennan. Have a good one. God bless. Yeah, Fairlife could throw me a sponsorship. I would take it in a heartbeat. I would take it. I just need them to supply my Fairlife each month. That's all I need. I don't need a lot, guys. I'm not asking for a lot. I just need 31 bottles of Fairlife a month. All right? A lot of dairy, day one. I just need 31 bottles a month of Fairlife, guys. If I can get 31 bottles from them. Yes, a bottle a day. Bottle a day of Fairlife. I drink 1.5 gallons of whole milk every day. I drink 1.5 gallons a day. What's up, Mia? Yes, Ben. Yes, Ben. I have work. I'm a strength trainer. I train full time. There's a lot of nutritional benefits to milk, but protein is a great one of them. I only do math at intervals of 45. So, August, Mitch, August. We're going to be competing in August. Palmetto Classic. Do you get your cholesterol in check? Nope. Nope, I don't get those checked. I'm all good. I could do the math, Ryan. I don't know what my maintenance calories are currently. Usually whenever I'm in maintenance, I'm somewhere around like low 3,000 calorie range with the amount of calories I burn. It's typical, somewhere in the 3,000 range. But it just depends on how busy I am at that time. I did not change my camera. It does look more zoomed in though. I don't know if it was an update that happened. I don't know, honestly. Nah, they'll be all right. Cholesterol's not that bad for you. You'll be all right. I'll be all right. You do you. I don't want to make recommendations to other people via the stream because I don't know your body. But I'm doing great. I'm doing great. All my numbers are normal. I'm fine. Just had 2 cups of milk. Yeah, I'll finish this 1/2 gallon while we're working out, or I'll finish it before I go home at least. I don't know if we'll finish it on stream, but I'll finish it before I get home. I have 3 cats, personally. I have 3 cats. All right, let's go hit this last set of squats, guys. We're gonna drop it back to 220 or 225, and we're just gonna hit a set of 7. That'll finish out our day. We got 1 set of squats left, 1 set of 7 left, Mark. Ugh. I'm trying to gather what you were saying about not that bad. Cholesterol isn't always a bad thing. I know it's a scary word because they demonized it, but it's not the worst thing. Some cholesterol is necessary. Yeah, fats are not evil. Fats are not evil, guys. Carbs will make you gain weight before your fats will typically. I'm a certified I'm certified in nutrition. I'm a certified nutritionist. I know a good bit about nutrition. Yeah, it's just, that's the thing. The people that'll jump on you for drinking whole milk and the calories and whole milk and stuff like that and the fats are the same people that are eating, Cheetos and cupcakes. It's it's not Sunday technically for me yet. It's not technically Sunday for me yet. I eat meat daily. Because milk is a superfood, Muhammad. Milk is great. A half a gallon would not give you the same results. That's factually incorrect. That's like saying you can put $1 in one pocket and put $2 in the other pocket and you'll have the same amount of money in each pocket. It's factually incorrect. Math just doesn't work. Happy Father's Day. So the milk I drink, so about 1.5 liters of the milk I drink is low sugar. What I'm saying is, so if I drink half a gallon of milk, I'm getting less protein and calories. It's numbers. It's just how it works, right? I'm getting less protein, less calories, less fats, less carbohydrates. Then if I drink 1.5 gallons, I consume 5,000 calories a day. So half a gallon of milk is not going to be supplemental enough to my diet. I'll have to replace it with other foods. And I don't need to do that. I already eat, a 3/4 pound of meat a day and I consume other things already. Milk is the supplement to my diet for the calories and the protein. It's 5,000 calories, 300 grams of protein a day. No, milk is a great option. Milk is an amazing option. There's nothing wrong with milk. Nothing wrong with milk. That's like the people that demonize red meat. Red meat's also not awful. It's not what everybody wants it to be, this bad thing. It's not. It's great. It's good for you, Muhammad. Just because you don't like milk, I don't know what to tell you. No, Don, no. Muhammad, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like milk, that's okay. I'm going to continue doing what I do, and I'm going to continue gaining more strength, and you do you. You do you. Yeah. One more. Need some milk. No. I eat a lot. Yeah, I had steak today. Milk is a whole food, Muhammad. What do you mean? Milk is considered a whole food. Have a good one, Mossberg. Appreciate you being here, boss. Milk is considered a whole food. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to drink this in honor of my 1.5 gallons. I don't know. I'm doing fine. Doing pretty well, to be honest. My health is A-okay. It's still slightly cold. Yes. Still slightly cold. I will drink it once it reaches room temperature, to be fair. So. I do have a nutrition certification, Mohammed. Yes, I'm a certified nutritionist. I mean, for on paper, yes, on paper. Yeah, there's a certain level of food intake that you have to start supplementing some of it with liquids if you want to get it done efficiently. I still can't get past the texture on the egg whites. $300 grams of protein a day. 300 grams of protein a day. Milk. Milk helps a lot. Eggs, milk, beef, cheese. Mind you guys, that gallon and a half of milk is just liquid milk. I eat cheese as well throughout the day. So this is not the only dairy I consume. This is just the liquid portion of my diet. I appreciated Mossberg. I didn't even see all of what he said. Love cheese. Okay, so for a while I was doing the packaged tuna, so I do the tuna packets. Now the one issue I ran into with the tuna packets is the high mercury content. You got to be careful eating too much tuna or too much fish daily. Mossberg is a goat. That is fact. People don't realize that Mossberg is not only one of our OGs, he's also been our mod for a long time, and he has like 45-inch biceps. So if you guys ever need bicep advice, Mossberg is the play. All right. That's all David eats. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I don't know, Brett, because it's how I was born. I don't know. Red beard, brown hair. I'm Irish and Scottish, so red makes sense. Irish and Scottish, so that's where the red comes from. I won't be shaving the beard. I would imagine, so to be fair to the gorillas, I would be willing to let them have at least three gorillas. To be fair to the gorillas, I'm more than sure I could take 3 gorillas. Average size gorillas, guys, not like just average size gorillas. Probably sleep, Mark. Can someone set up a gorilla fight for me? Anybody work at a zoo? I want to slap box a gorilla. Can anybody set that up for me? Sponsor. We get a sponsorship for it. We get a big banner. I think the average gorilla is 300 pounds, if I remember correctly, Mark. I looked it up at one point. You assume, Nicholas. You assume. How do you guys not know that I haven't already tried fighting a gorilla and won? Maybe I already know. Maybe I'm just not telling you guys I'm already aware of my abilities to slapbox a gorilla. Oh, yeah, it was good. Ugh. I've never seen a gorilla bench press. Have you ever seen a gorilla bench press? I'm 100% sure I'm better on bench press than a gorilla. They just don't have the technique. Becomes indestructible. I don't drink. So that's the thing. That's why I'm Irish and Scottish, but I do not drink. I don't fit the stereotype. But gorillas don't have access to whole milk. So I've been bitten by a German Shepherd, actually. As a child, I was bitten by a German Shepherd. He won't even see me coming. The gorilla, I'm going to get the jump on him, right? You got to sneak up on the gorilla. That's what people are messing up, right? No one has the right strategy. You got to like drop out of the tree, get your arm up around the gorilla's neck and choke him out. Or grab his eyes, right? Once he's blind, he can't do nothing. For those of you that are unaware, okay, this won't be the first time I've had to go head to head with an animal, all right? I, at one point, was bitten by a tiger. And that's legitimate. I was actually bitten by a tiger. I was bitten by a tiger a couple years ago. 3 years ago. Tigers fight gorillas. I survived the tiger bite. So it was an actual tiger, Damien. It was an actual tiger. I was bitten by a real tiger. Thank you very much, Damien. How's it going, Joshua? How did I get bit by a tiger? So I actually went to a encounter. So we did a animal encounter at a rescue zoo, right? So the way it works, right, is you pay. I think we paid like $500, right? We paid like $500, and we got to play with a bunch of animals you normally just see behind a fence. So we got to play with a tiger. We got to play with a giraffe. Some marsupials, armadillo, a baby kangaroo. Now, in the tiger's defense, I was playing tug of war with the tiger with like a dog tug of war toy, and it was also a baby tiger. It was only like yay big. All right, it was only like yay big. It was like a big dog, like an average sized dog sized, maybe a little bit. So, it was a juvenile tiger, but I was bit by the juvenile tiger. It bit my hand while we were playing tug of war. Why are we adding more things to the mix? There's math that needs to be done once we start adding drugs to it. I'll tell you what was scarier than the baby tiger, all right? I'll tell you what was scarier than the tiger encounter was the baby giraffe. Giraffes are rude, if you guys aren't aware. It was not newborn, but it was not fully grown, Mark. It wasn't newborn, no. It was like right on the cusp of not being allowed to be in the encounters anymore. It was like almost too big. But so what we're doing the encounters, right? I get bit by a tiger. It didn't hurt. It was just playing around. But imagine getting bit by like a dog, but like playfully. That's about what it was. But I was bit by a tiger. Not everybody can say that. So had that happen. Fast forward like 30 minutes. We're feeding a giraffe. We're in a room with a giraffe feeding it saltine crackers while we play with the giraffe. Baby giraffe. By the way, baby giraffes are like 13 feet tall. So we're playing with the giraffe and we run out of saltine crackers, okay? Or no, we hadn't even run out. We weren't feeding it the crackers fast enough. And the giraffe got mad and kicked my wife. So Baby giraffes are very, very temperamental, is what we found out. My wife's been bit by a pony, but not a calf. My wife was bit by a pony on her arm while we're at a safari, like a drive-through safari. That if you've never been bit by a horse, it hurts. That bruise was huge. That bruise was huge. This is the first time I'd ever seen a baby giraffe in person as well. So. We have a lot of animal encounters that don't go very well. It's an ongoing thing. I was vaguely attacked by a camel at one point. It tried to suffocate me. You worked at a horse farm? Did you ever get bit, Nicholas? That's fair. They're rude. Horses are mean. And they're smart. Yeah, there's some unsettling, right? It takes 1 second. It takes 1 second for a horse to kick you and you just don't have a rib cage anymore, right? So one horse kick and your rib cage is no longer attached. So yeah, I had to shove a camel head out the window of my car in a drive-through safari. It had its neck up against. By the way, camel necks are like this big around, right? Camel necks are like this big around, right? It had me pinned. This is when I was actually like right out of surgery, I think. Maybe even before that. It was before I even had the surgery. I was like 115 pounds, 117 pounds. I had a camel neck pressing me against the seat of my car because it wanted the food that was in the other seats. And I couldn't breathe through the camel neck, obviously. Camel necks are very thick and very furry. We actually do have some camels here, yes. South Carolina has a lot of exotic animals, actually. South Carolina has a lot of exotic animals. But that is the end of the stream for tonight, guys. Milk is done. Squats are done. Everything's done for the night. They don't just roam around, no. No. We just have a lot of exotic animal keepers in South Carolina. South Carolina has very lax animal laws. So you can have a lot of things here. I can personally own like a lot of animals, but I can't purchase them. Does that make sense? So like if you can buy it, you can have, if you can get a hold of one, you can have it, but you can't purchase it. Does that make sense? So at one point I was offered a not a kangaroo, the wallaby. I was offered a wallaby. Someone wanted there was a wallaby breeder. And I was buying a pygmy albino hedgehog at the time. His name was Reggie. I had a hedgehog. He's no longer with us. Reggie had a good life, but he's no longer with us. But when I was purchasing the hedgehog, I had the opportunity, I turned him down, to purchase a wallaby, which is like a small kangaroo. Problem is, I didn't know where I was going to put the wallaby. And I would have to drive home with a wallaby, and they have like big claws. I didn't want him just in my passenger seat. But maybe in the future I'll look at getting a wallaby at some point. So, but all right, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. I stream every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. Tomorrow's Sunday, so we won't be lifting, but we'll be doing something, and then we'll be back lifting Monday. Remember, we lift 6 days a week. So I'm the opposite of a Disney princess. I get attacked by the animals. All right. So, all right. Y'all have a good one.